So optional skate, just how would you say the team's feeling this morning ahead of game 2?
Yeah, we're really excited. It's been a great time for us just to really regroup and get going for the second game here. And just really excited to play another game in front of our home crowd.
If your line mate Mrazova isn't able to go tonight, how does that change your line?
Yeah, I think that obviously she's a tremendous player, but I think that me and Meiksner have been working really well together. And, I think that we just have to continue playing hard, getting pucks behind their D and using our speed and contribute, in more ways than one, just using our bodies and getting pucks on net.
Given chemistry of a line, if you did have a different center, how different is that?
I think that, in a long season, if you look at our rosters, we've played with pretty much every player on our team. So we have a lot of confidence in every player. So no matter the lines and who we're playing with, I think that we're going to be able to work really well together.
What did you think about the Frost, in that game 1, now that you've had kind of 24 hours, 48 hours to digest their game?
Yeah, they're a great team. I think that they're pretty strategic in the way that they play their game, and they're pretty tactically sound. So I think that for us, just continuing to focus on us and play our game, get pucks deep, use the physicality that we had in the first series. I think it's going to be a really great game tonight.
Did the finals feel different than the first round for you?
Yeah, I think that it's a dream for all of us to compete for championships. So to see that we're in the finals and that much closer to achieving our goal is definitely extra motivation.
Coach, on parlait hier avec le coach de l'importance de prendre davantage de tirs parce que vous avez eu quand même des occasions limitées mardi avec un bon contrôle de rondelle. À quel point des buts comme le tien, celui de Clarkie en prolongation, ça démontre le besoin de prendre davantage de chances sur les tirs?
Oui, je pense que c'est toujours important de faire des tirs et pour nous, c'est un focus de faire plusieurs tirs chaque période. Donc, on va jouer plus fort et on va faire plus de tirs sur le but, mais c'est juste améliorer chaque jour et de trouver des façons d'avoir plusieurs tirs sur le but.
Le Frost a perdu chaque premier match, mais est toujours revenu en force dans la suite des séries depuis l'an dernier. Comment vous avez parlé de l'importance ce soir d'un peu traverser la tempête peut-être des 4-5 premières minutes?
Oui, mais pour nous, c'est juste de prendre chaque match comme un match et il ne va pas avoir du momentum de le premier match, donc il faut améliorer et trouver des façons d'être plus physique et de prendre contrôle du match au début.
Carla, will Mrazova play tonight?
No, she won't be in the lineup tonight.
Okay, how is she doing? What's she dealing with?
She's dealing with playoff hockey, and she's been weathering a lot this season. But she's a tough gal, and so at the end of the day, we'll just try to get her healthy, of course, and keep her going in the right direction.
Who do you envision filling in on that Leslie Meiksner line?
Yeah, we're still working through those finer details of how we're going to kind of juggle things and make things go. But I think one thing we're proud of here in Ottawa is we know we've got depth. So whoever's ready to go, we'll make sure we're teed up and go give our best effort tonight.
Talking from about one check to another, it feels like Canada has been solid for you guys even since last year. She played big minutes at the end of the season last year. You have more depth this year, so a little less of a bigger role, but still being very solid. Can you talk about what she brings maybe outside of the ice?
Oh yeah, I think when you watch her game on the ice, to your point, like the consistency component has been exceptional. She's one too. She's gritty. She plays hard. She's always giving her everything. And I think off the ice, she's a captain of the national team in Czech, so she's got a lot of leadership skills there, and she's just a fun gal. So there's a lot of positive around Taya Roche, and obviously it's been fun to watch her, and I've been really fortunate to coach her as many times as I've been able to.
We barely ever hear anything say about her. Could she be maybe one of the most underrated player in this league?
Not underrated if you watch her. You guys tell the story, so you can share whatever story you want. I can tell you as a coach that's had a front row seat to her for a handful of years now. She's an impact player everywhere she goes, whether it's international stage or here in the PWHL.
When we were speaking with Gwyneth Philips, she just said after winning Game 1, there's more of a degree of comfort, in this series. Do you sense that the players are going to be a bit more comfortable or confident in this game tonight?
We've been just working our way through all of that for the latter part of the regular season into the playoffs here. Our group's been in a really nice spot. I think we've been really excited just to lean into our game and try to get better. I say it every time, we're trying to get better every day. It doesn't change. But we know this is going to be a hard-fought series. It's just one game of a long haul here. But we're gonna go do what we can do again tonight. That's the fun part of this time of the year is you just stick to your plan and go see how it shapes out in the game. But we're genuinely excited to continue this journey, and obviously getting one more game here at home is always a fun opportunity for us.
When you step back, do you feel like the Walter Cup Finals, the PWHL Finals, does it feel a little more magical, a little more different, heightened pressure?
No, I don't. We don't feel the pressure at all. This has just been a privilege to play at this point of the year, and we've earned it. We've worked really hard to get to this time of the season and be playing for the Walter Cup. Our group has just been so consistent in their effort and willingness. We've been through a lot. We've been through a lot to get to this point. You don't get to this point and add pressure. You get to this point and get excited to play. This is what you work for. These are the opportunities you want to be a part of, and we're really fortunate to be a part of it this year, and we're excited about what's in front of us.
How big of a support has Emirates Mash might have been to the team throughout the last few weeks?
Well, she's been a great support of this team from the inception of this franchise. Mash is incredibly. She's a bright gal. She's impactful on her teammates. She's been a key role in this whole franchise from the onset. Again, her leadership exudes. You don't necessarily put letters on goalies, but you can see what she's doing within the dressing room, and just a real professional demeanor to her. But she's been a big part of this Ottawa Charge franchise.
But even not being on the ice, what does it look like in that support role?
Oh, she's around the group. You watch her getting better, her getting healthier. Obviously inspires the girls as well. But she's just around. Everyone knows the best part of being on a team is being in that room and being part of the banter. She's part of the banter. It's a great thing, and they just keep feeding off one another.
So just how are you feeling ahead of Game 2?
I'm excited. It's going to be another fun one at home, so feeling pretty confident in the girls and the environment that the fans are going to bring.
What were some of the emotions after winning Game 1 and just getting a leg up in this final series?
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of excitement in the locker room. Personally, and I'm sure I speak on behalf of the other girls, there's a little bit of a, I don't want to say like comfort, but there's a little bit of security. But we know that we can't hold on to that too tight because it's, things change quickly if we're not careful.
What did you feel from Frost, especially in that first period? How do you feel like you guys defended against them?
Yeah, I think we saw what their game is, and I think we matched up well with them, and I think we know what to expect, seeing what we got in Game 1, and that is their game plan, and I think, we defended it pretty well, so we'll just keep going with that.
This is a small detail, but how did you reset after you left your crease, played the puck, got back, and they scored on you?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you do stupid things. I did a stupid thing, and, that's the mindset of a goalie is to move on. Like, so what? Stop the next puck, stop the next couple pucks, win the game eventually.
You said you saw what Frost is, what the game is from Frost. Do you expect them to come out strong at the beginning of the game, and you have to go through the storm tonight to be able to win the game tonight?
Yeah, weather the storm, but I think we're going to bring a strong offensive presence to the game too and lock down defense. So I think you're going to see a very similar game, and I think last game wasn't our best showing, and I think we know that, and we're going to bring an even better game tonight.